What's good? This teaching is going to be you not broke, you just not in your calling. And so right here on this board, I have three things that I want to highlight. You have your heavenly account, you have your natural account, and you have your calling. This right here is the main thing that you got to know. Anyways, so check it out. Calling, right? A lot of people be like, I'm broke, I ain't got no money. The reason that is because we were created to do everything in God and with God, right? So within this, right, everything is in him. That's why you see this arrow right here, right? Because Jesus said, let your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. So that's why you got both of them here, right? And they're interconnected. And so when you in him, he gives you a calling, whatever that might be. And so that's where the calling comes in. Your calling could be a pastor, preacher, teacher, or anything in the fivefold, or it could be something that he gives you specifically, like businessman or car salesman, something. I don't know. But your calling could be anything, whatever he gives you, right? And so we always look at our natural account, even me, our natural bank account, and we be like, dang, we ain't got no money, right? But there's like 0, 10%, right? If you can imagine. And we be like, man, we ain't got no money. We broke. I can't buy this. I can't buy that. I can't support my family. I got so many bills. I can't do this. I can't do that. You know why? Because you're not living in your calling. You're not living in it. So this is your heavenly bank account. I want you to imagine it like this, right? Whatever your calling is that God has for you, he has a bank account for that bank account, right? Imagine this. So say your calling calls for you to have $10 million, whatever he might call you to do. That might be to foster some kids. It might be to evangelize across the world. It might be for you to donate some of that money to a company, whatever that might be. Your budget is $10 million, right? But because you're not living in that calling, because you're not in him, and because you're not seeking him, this is your bank account in the natural. So instead of 10 million, you got maybe 1,000, 100, maybe even 100,000 instead of that 10 million. And you got that account or that money amount in your account because you're not in your calling. Because if it's the Lord's vision, then it's the Lord's provision. And so if you're not operating in his vision, which is your calling, then you don't have the provision here, which is necessary in the natural to do what he called you to do. What you need to do is seek him, get in his presence. And first off, if you're not saved, get saved so you can be in him and you can discover your calling in him, and transfer that money from the heavenly account into the natural account. That's what you gotta do. And the only way you can do that is if you in your calling here. If you're not in your calling, you can make some money. Yeah, that's cool. But you're still not gonna get the full potential of the balance up here, which will require you to do what you gotta do. And once again, this is your heavenly account. So this is the money set aside way before time existed, right? This is the grace, if you will, on your life for your calling to fulfill what you need in the natural to help people to further the kingdom, which is what he called us to do. So, really short, if you want more money in here, you need to be in him here in order to do your calling. So once you function in your calling, the necessary resources will come and be transferred from the heavenly account to the natural account. And you have some bread. And now, I'm not saying this is all about bread. It's about God first. That's why I keep saying, follow Christ, be in Christ, in him, you'll find your calling. And in your calling, you'll have all the extra resources you need. That's why Matthew 6:33 say, seek the kingdom and all his righteousness, and everything else will be added unto you. So you seeking yourself, you're not getting what should be added unto you. It's really that simple. So, in short, if you really need what you need, because he already know what you need to survive, right? That's why he say don't worry about your life. It's hard to not worry about your life when you're not in him, because when you're not in him, you panicking, you having anxiety and everything else, right? That's why in the word it says don't worry about what you will eat, what you will drink, and what you will wear. For these things are the things that the people of the world obsess and have anxiety about. But since you and me, you got that stuff already. Once again, heavenly account. He already on it. He knows you need it before you need it. And then it's off. If you want more money, seek the kingdom first. Seek the calling that he gave you. And in doing so, you'll get the necessary resources transferred from your heaven account to your natural account in order for you to deal what he called you to do. So, if this helped y'all out, like, comment, and follow for more. I'm gone.